Good morning, guys. It is Thursday. It is Thursday, September 20th. I am about to go in and observe one more Weight Watchers meeting. I need to observe 4 meetings as a leader, and this is the last one that I need to actually just sit back and observe. So it's going to be a piece of cake. But I decided to use this opportunity to do a get ready with me. You can see I've got nothing on my face right now, so I thought I would just chat with you and do a get ready with me. So the first thing I'm going to put on my face right now is this Clinique Eye Serum. This is the one that I'm trying to use up for the Fall Finish Line Challenge, and I'm kind of making my way through it, but there's just a ton. I'm probably going to end up throwing this away, but this feels so good on my eyes in the morning because it's like a metal roller ball. So it's really good for puffy eyes. So I may buy another one of these once I throw that one away, because I'm obviously not going to get through it. The next thing I'm going to do is just put my foundation on. I don't like a lot of stuff on my face. I don't like feeling heavy. So if I'm going to put any creams or lotions or a serum or anything on my face, I usually do it in the evening because I don't want a bunch of stuff underneath my makeup. If that makes sense. So the foundation that I use is the CoverGirl Olay Simply Ageless. I love this stuff. I love the CoverGirl and Olay partnered. You can actually see the anti-aging cream inside the foundation. So I don't know if any anti-aging stuff really helps, but in my mind it helps. So to have it actually in my foundation, I like that a lot. Also, I really do not care for liquid foundations. I actually was only a cream to powder person for a long time, but the cream to powder that I used, and I feel like cream to powder is just a lot lighter on your skin than a full liquid foundation. The cream to powder that I used to use was by NYX, and they discontinued it. So since then I haven't been able to find a cream to powder that gives good enough coverage. So that's why I decided to try this. This is kind of a cross between a cream to powder because it's a little bit thicker, but it's not quite a full liquid foundation. So it feels a little bit lighter, but pretty good coverage, I must say. I use the shade 225, in case you're wondering. I think that's what it is. Oh, I took the sticker off. I think it's 225. I have fairly light skin for a Filipino. I'm actually 50% Filipino. You'd never know, right? Okay, so there's the foundation. I do not spend a lot of time on my makeup at all. I don't. Sometimes I enjoy it, and most of the time I don't. So I just try to get through it as quickly as I can. The next thing I use is primer on my eyes. So right now I'm using this e.l.f. primer. e.l.f. eye primer. I think it's about gone, so I may need to get some more. And this primer is a new product to me as of like 1 to 2 years ago. I did not know that the way that people achieved such beautiful eye colors and lasting eye color was that you need to use primer first. Who knew? When I discovered primer, I was like, wow. Okay, primer. Next thing I'm going to do is my blush. What I'm using for blush right now is this lip tint. I'm trying to use it up for the Fall Finish collab, and I hate it as a lip stain. I really hate it. It just doesn't cover my lips right. It's very odd. So I use it as a blush right now, and it works great, just great. I blend it in just a little bit, but I also am going to use a powder over my entire face. So when I use the powder, I kind of just finish the whole blend process. I am so not an expert at makeup, but if I like it and I think it looks good, that's what matters, right? Okay, next thing I'm going to do is then my eyes. So the color that I use the most on my eyes is this L'Oreal I think it's called Au Chocolate, something like that. And it's supposed to be a brownish color. It's more like a brownish gray. So this is the color I use most often over my entire eye. This is really a little bit difficult to do in an iPhone, but I just don't have proper lighting or a way to film in my bathroom, or in my bedroom, so I figured this would be the easiest way to do a get ready with me. So I just put this L'Oreal color over my entire eyelid. I have weird eyes because although I'm Filipino, I have a bit of Chinese in me as well, and the slant of my eye comes from the Chinese side of my family, which goes way back because I have no idea who the Chinese are. And I was told that's where I get the slant of my eye, which means I almost have a hooded eye. So I really have to work hard to get some depth in my eyes. Okay, the next two colors I'm going to use are from The Balm, B-A-L-M, and I've just put them in this little Sephora magnetic case with some other random stuff. Very well used and well loved. So I'm going to use this color from The Balm. I do not have any clue what the names are, and this color, which is my favorite, the white. I love the frosty look, and I'm almost out of that white, so I need to get a little more. I do not use eyeliner on my eyes. I don't know if it's because I don't know how to apply it properly, or if it's just because of my age, but I think that when I use eyeliner, it makes my eyes look too harsh. So I just use eyeshadow for eyeliner, and it just makes it nice and soft and not too harsh. So this darker color I'm using to just try to bring out the creases in my eyes. Like I said, I kind of have to work for it. Not much crease there. The funny thing is, when I am dehydrated, my eyes kind of get sunk in a little bit, and so I have an easier time putting my makeup on. So I can tell when I'm dehydrated by the way my eye makeup looks. Bizarre, huh? Okay, so we've got pretty good highlights there, whatever you want to call them. Okay, next I'm going to use the frosty white color. I love this look. I don't know why, but I've done my eyes like this for years, and I just like it. So I put the frosty color on the bottom, and then I'm just gonna blend it. Oh, I love that look. And hopefully this looks as good in real life as it's looking in the iPhone, because it is difficult to do this. So yeah, just a little blending, and I think we're good to go. Seriously, that's not how a lot of people do. I've seen people use like 5 colors on their eyes. I wouldn't know where to put the other colors. I would not know where to put them. I'm like, 3 is the best I can do, and I used to use 1 color over my entire eyes. So 3 is pretty darn good. I've graduated a little bit. So I'm almost done, believe it or not. The next thing I'm going to do is the powder. So I'm using this Aziza powder, which someone told me in the 80s Aziza was really popular. This is another thing I'm trying to use off of my fall finish line collab, so I'm doing pretty good. It's almost gone. It's to the annoying part where you gotta like scrape the sides to really get any on there. I've said this before, but I love, love, love the powdered look. I feel like, I'll tell you the story. When I was probably maybe 10 or 8 or 10 or something, I went to the World's Fair in Canada, and that's when I was first exposed to the Asian culture. There were many beautiful Asian women there who were in the bathroom powdering their faces, and I just thought their faces looked just flawless and beautiful. They were putting powder on. So ever since then, I've always loved the powdered look, and I just think it makes your face look kind of like a porcelain doll and just pretty smooth and flawless. So I always just, I'm sure I use more powder than I should, but I just love the look, and I use more throughout the day. When my skin gets a little bit oily, I just blot the oil and then I put more powder on, so I don't ever put more foundation on. The next thing I'm going to use is this Great Lash Brow Gel, and I do not look good with those super dark eyebrows that are super popular right now, but my eyebrows need a little bit of taming, so I just use this clear gel. I used to have to get my eyebrows tweezed, but it's funny because after a while, it's like they just grow the way they're supposed to. Like, I know I don't have any crazy cool eye shape or shape to my brow, but I'm okay with that because they just grow like this. I don't get stray eyebrow hairs growing out weird anymore. They just come like this. So God gave me these eyebrows, I'm gonna use them. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna use is this mascara, which I love, love, love. If you guys ever find this at the dollar store, stock up. It is like, I've been using this same tube for quite a while now. If it's like a bottomless tube of mascara, I can't believe it. I can't believe it's still really, really moist. Okay, that time, oh no, still very, very moist. Very, very wet. Lots of color still left in this tube. I can't believe it. This is the mascara that I found at the 99-cent store. The first time I used it, I was blown away. It is Smoke and Mirrors False Fiber Mascara. The first time I used it, I was blown away. It was amazing. I loved it. I went back. I could not find it again for literally months, maybe almost a year. So then when I saw it again, finally at the dollar store, I snatched it up. In fact, I bought like 42 tubes of it. So I have 42 tubes of mascara at home, which is kind of a pain because I don't have room for it, but it saved me almost $400, because if you consider that a tube of mascara is at least $10, right? And I got it for $1. So we'll say if a tube of mascara is $11, I got them for $1. Saved 10 bucks each. I saved myself $400. So it's worth hauling them around and packing them up and dealing with them to save $400. Anyway, I love this mascara. I have to put several, I don't have to put several coats on, but I just kind of go back and forth until my lashes are as full as I like them. And the mascara is still pretty moist. It doesn't dry super fast, so that you can still work with the lashes as you go back and forth and back and forth. So I put it on and then I separate them, sort of. This mascara, you do have to be careful, because if you blink weird or you jump weird, I don't know. Sometimes I get this mascara on my eyelids, which is super annoying because then I have to wash it off and start completely over. So you just gotta be real careful not to get it on your eyelids. I know this is probably getting boring, but I love, like, since I have extra time, I just love going back and forth. Like, if I was home right now, I'd probably be done, but I just love going back and forth, and seeing how huge I can get my eyelashes with this stuff. So, but I'm almost done, which is good because I need to get in there and observe this meeting. So anyway, that's my lashes. I could keep going back and forth right now, because I just love that stuff. Okay, that's it. The last thing I'm going to use is my favorite lip crayon, the Ulta Matte Lip Crayon. This color is Soiree, which is the deeper red color, and the other color that I love is called Cheers. These are literally the only two lipsticks that I use. I love them so much. I don't use lip liner, but I love the lipstick look. I used to use lip stains and they're just like so drying to my lips. I really don't care for them anymore. This lip crayon is super creamy. It just feels great. And yes, you do have to apply it often during the day, like after you eat or drink. But I love the way it looks. So that is it from me. I need to get in there and get to work. So I'll chat with you guys in another little while. I literally woke up and got pretty much ready to get here, and then I'm not doing any lunch today because lunch at work today is kind of a weird, it's like our summer lunch, but it's at Dave & Buster's, so I have no idea what they're serving, no idea at all what I'm going to eat. I didn't pack any breakfast because of this early morning meeting. I knew I wouldn't be hungry first thing, and I don't have any idea what I'm going to eat after. I really, really want an Egg McMuffin, but they are 7 points, and because I have no idea what I'm eating for lunch, I feel like I really need to just find a grocery store and do the hard-boiled eggs. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. Save myself some points because I don't know what's going on later today. Not only that, so we've got a work program. It's called the All Hands. It's like a meeting where we kind of go over the goals of the entire company and kind of what shows are coming out and what's happening. It's just a huge meeting for all the employees. It's at the El Capitan, which is so bizarre. So I'm going to the El Capitan right after this for that meeting. Then we have our summer lunch at Dave & Buster's. Then I get to go home. But the funny thing is that we already had tickets for tonight to go see Up at the El Capitan. So I'm gonna be at the El Capitan twice today. That's weird, huh? That's so weird. Anyway, I love the place, so not a big deal, but it is all the way out in like Hollywood, so it's kind of a drive. But anyway, so my day is really weird. I'm probably gonna have a sandwich for dinner in the movie and some popcorn. So I really need to conserve as many points as I can. I know the popcorn's 7 points for sure. The sandwich, if we do, I was hoping for Togo's, but it sounds like we're gonna have to do Subway. That is like 6 points, I think. So it's not terrible, but I really do need to conserve points. So anyway, I'm gonna head in there. This getting ready with me is long enough, and I'll show you guys something the next time I eat some food. You know what, while we're talking makeup, I wanted to show you guys what I got in my Ipsy bag this month. First of all, look how cute this bag is. That's my eyelashes right now, right? Isn't that bag cute? I love Ipsy because it's like Christmas. You never know what you're gonna get in your bag, so it's always super fun to unpack it. And this is how I end up with so much random stuff that I need to just use up, but it's just fun. Okay, so the first thing I got was this beautiful brush. This, it's called, oh, it says Good Night on it. I have no idea why it says Good Night. Anyway, my friend told me that it's a foundation brush. I think I'm more likely going to use it for my eyeshadow. It's beautiful though, right? So the brush I got, I got this Pore Blem Primer. No Pore Blem Primer. So this is a, oh, you can't really tell. I don't know what the brand name is, and I don't have my glasses on. Oh, it's called Touch in Soul. So what this is it's a pore blender. So basically you put it where your pores stand out the most, which for me are right on my nose, and it kind of blends the pores in. So I need to put this in my regular makeup bag so I can start using that, because I want to see how it works, because I do have really annoying pores on my nose. So I got that, and then I got this, what is this? Oh, this is a Skin Berry Lip Fix. That's cool. It's a, you cannot see it. A Skin SKYN limited edition berry lip fix. So I actually need this a lot because when I was in Idaho and I ran the marathon, my lips were so dry from the wind and the sun for 5.5 hours. They are still recovering. They were really, really bad for a while. So I definitely need to be using this. And then I got this beautiful blush from Steve Laurent. I have no idea how to say these names. This is beautiful though. I love the look of a brand new compact because they're so gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I love it. So it's gonna be a while before I use this because I am working on that lip gloss as my blush. But I really like that. That's beautiful. And then the last thing I got, I'm kind of disappointed because I literally got almost the same thing last month. So come on, Ipsy, come on. This is some nail polish, which I love nail polish. It's called Pretty Woman Nail Polish. But the problem is that I got almost this exact same color last month. So maybe I'll give it to somebody in the giveaway. There you go. Because I don't need two of the same color. Anyway, that's my adorable Ipsy bag. I wanted to show you guys what was in it. If you want to get Ipsy as well, my Ipsy code is linked down below. It's only $10 a month, and it's just so much fun to see what kind of fun little surprises you get. And a lot of times that's where I find the makeup that I love, because I'll get an Ipsy sample and then I will go buy the full product because I love it so much. So if you want to sign up for Ipsy, just check the description box down below. And now I really have to get in there. Okay, meeting is over. I picked up some things at Stater Brothers. First of all, I have my coffee from this morning with 3 tablespoons of Land O'Lakes fat-free, half and half, for 1 Smart Point. I just went to Stater Brothers. I picked up some hard-boiled eggs, 2 hard-boiled eggs for 0 points. They were $1.29. And I picked up a pear for like 80 cents, I guess. 0 Smart Points. So 0 points for breakfast, except for the 1 point in my coffee, so that hopefully the rest of the day goes well. I also picked up at Weight Watchers some of these paper trackers. I'm kind of wondering if I want to paper track again, it was something that somebody said that she was tracking everything, even the 0 points foods, to make herself more aware. And I wonder if that's what I need to do right now until I get off this extra like 4 pounds. Just track everything, not track it, but write it down so I can physically see what's going in my mouth and how much and the amounts, and just to make me more aware, because I feel like I am still within my blue dot range. I am still doing okay, but I want to be like hyper aware so I can see where I can cut things back or where I need to add more protein, anything I can do to improve my intake so that the weight goes down just a little bit. So that's why I picked up some paper trackers. Hey guys, lunch was fabulous. I had such a great time. We had first our presentation at the Capitan, which was actually a huge showing of the shows that are currently on Disney Channel, Disney XD, Disney Junior, all of the good stuff that's on now, and all of the amazing stuff that is to come. I can't wait. I wish I could tell you guys what's coming up, but there's some fantastic stuff that's coming up on the Disney Channel and ABC that I can't wait to watch myself. So anyway, it was really cool seeing the goals and values and shows and creativity of our industry. So that was what we saw at the El Capitan in this big, beautiful, historic theater in downtown Hollywood. And then we went to Dave & Buster's, and they had rented out the entire Dave & Buster's just for us. I believe there was like probably 200 to 300 people of the Disney Channel that were hanging out at Dave & Buster's, eating, having fun with the games. So yeah, we had this, it was kind of a buffet. It was like a pasta buffet, honestly, but the pasta looked so good. So good. But what I had was, I had salad. I loaded up on salad because I saw the pasta ahead of time. So I loaded up on salad, and the salad toppings you could choose from vegetables, eggs, chopped eggs, blue cheese. I did not have any blue cheese, and some diced chicken. So I loaded up on salad with diced chicken and hard-boiled eggs. No dressing, which is okay with me if I have enough toppings that are good enough to not just so that my salad is not just like lettuce only. Then I don't necessarily need dressing. So I had this big, beautiful salad. I had some of the pulled chicken, which was amazing. It was chicken breast, but it was like really, really moist and juicy and just delicious. And then I had some of the pulled brisket. So the brisket, I had 4 ounces for 5 smart points. I put 1 tablespoon's worth of barbecue sauce on my chicken, and that was 1 tablespoon was 2 smart points. So the brisket was 5, the barbecue sauce was 2, and then I couldn't help it. The carb girl in me had to have a cornbread muffin. It was actually like a piece of cornbread. There were dinner rolls and there was cornbread, and I haven't had cornbread in ages, so I had a piece of cornbread, which when I looked it up in the tracker was 7 smart points. I would actually figure maybe 5 points, but I'm erring on the side of caution and I'm counting 7 smart points. So my lunch altogether, was 14 smart points. Did a little errands, some shopping with my friend after the whole meeting, and now I'm headed home to pick up Eddie and his mom for the movie. And I'm headed back to the El Capitan to watch Up, which I have never seen before. Everybody I know who has seen it absolutely loves it and raves about the first, like the opening scene. I don't know. The opening scene is like really like a tearjerker from what I've heard. So anyway, going to pick them up for the movie. Eddie is making some chicken. I think I will probably, in light of what I had at the lunch, I didn't expect to spend so many points, honestly. But in light of what I had, I think I'm going to stick with as much 0-point food for the rest of the day as I can. So I'm going to take some grilled chicken that Eddie is cooking right now with some barbecue sauce and maybe some hot wing sauce, and have that at the movie, and possibly a little bit of fruit. So I'll show you guys hopefully what I come up with when I get there.